Holy shit. We're live.
Oh no.
Hey everyone. Welcome to the show. We're a little later than usual. And it's all Dan's fault.
That checks out, yeah.
Yeah. I'll buy that.
See, I was going to blame halflings, but Dan's part halfling now, so
yeah,
it's the same difference.
It floats.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, welcome to the goddamn show. We're here to play some Thunder Rift, Forbidden Lands, whatever order you prefer. I don't give a shit. Last time, the party successfully established squatter rights for a keep, their own keep, a castle of their own. They hired, was it Al Timon? Is that his name?
That sounds right.
Fucking hirelings. Al Timon, a handyman, and they recruited Kurge, the ogre, as their guard, which is a running theme. So, Kurge is just a great fucking character. Now we just have to wait for the Great Insulter to show up, and everything will be right with the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Dan did separate himself from the spaceship.
Maybe.
All right, let's do some introductions, then we'll pick up where we left off in the city of Melanir. Bert, who you playing?
I am playing Mifune. Yes, that's right. I'm Mifune in this one. The thief. The very large, unsubtle thief.
Well, you know, there's all sorts of thieves in this world.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the kind that punches camels. That's
where it counts. The true thief. All right, Dan, what you got?
Hi, everybody. I'm playing Conifer, our slowly becoming halfling wizard.
Yeah. Tragic. Yeah. Anyway, Jake.
I'll be playing Ayan Fenlar, who's an elvish peddler, who's now obsessed with gaining as much merchandise as he possibly can. The old-fashioned way.
Stealing.
With knives.
Yeah, as you do.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Hi, I'm McGiffin. I eat halflings, including the mom of the little boy that's in Forebodie's ex. I ate both his parents. I'm not sorry for it, really, to be honest, because halflings are terrible. And, yeah, that's basically, I'm doing the world a service.
You are. That's a good deed.
Yep.
All right. And McGavin's partner in crime, Jeremy, what you got?
I am playing for Bowdy. I am a dwarven mercenary who admittedly does lie to little boys trapped in axes. And more importantly, I'll be stuck in the adventuring life forever because I owe alimony to 4 different ex-wives.
Yes, you do. I still just love last week when you were going to have McGavin fix the axe up. And as soon as McGavin touched it, the kid just started screaming. Golden.
So excited for that moment.
So excited. All right. Yeah, you all traveled to Melanir. You're, I guess when we talked last week, you were talking about maybe hiring some people. I don't know. Do what you want. Yeah, I'll stop talking and let you all take it. What the fuck are you doing?
Those are good questions.
Yeah.
That is a great question, yeah.
Yeah, I think we were going to hire some people to do some of the initial work and potentially go do the Orlane mission
Yeah.
while that was going on.
Yeah, we hired Altimon as our handyman to kind of start fixing some stuff up. To build things, a lot of things require resources, so like we're gonna have to kind of get that going. Gotta get like lumber workers and miners and stuff like kind of going. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't fucking know. I was gonna get all this shit loaded up, but you wanna know something? I didn't.
It's understandable.
That's all right.
Yeah, so if you all go out in the markets looking for, strong workers, you find this regular, carpenters, you find millers, you find, smiths of different varieties, a couple, builders, some construction dudes whistling at people walking down the street. Anything in particular you're looking for?
What sort of stuff do we think we need?
We've got, like, eventually we should probably get a master builder, but they're expensive, so that we don't have to burn. Like, I can burn and get the builder talent, but the master builder, like we did that last time in Forbidden Lands.
Yeah.
So we just kind of like told them what to do and they built. But they're kind of expensive compared to some of the other workers. Like, it really kind of depends on what we want to build. There's lots of different things we can build that we get, various bonuses and this and that. So like, there's lots of stuff that we could do. Like, ultimately, like, we should probably focus initially on just sort of grabbing some resources, like getting people to do some resource, so getting people like lumberjacks and stuff to kind of go out and get
some
wood
trees
for
and
us.
dig some rocks.
Yeah.
Pick some flapjacks.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's probably where we should start. And plus, those aren't that expensive.
Yeah, 4
So.
copper a day.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, if you start looking around, you find a group of lumberjacks hanging out in the local tavern, putting down some lager, wearing flannels.
Are they singing about being lumberjacks? Because that's
We're
some qualification.
lumberjacks. We jack lumber. That's it.
Oh my.
You just...
Put
They're
the trees together like this.
yeah, they're the new hipster lumberjacks though, so they don't, when they're out there doing their business, they try to come up with trendy names for it. So currently they refer to it as, we go out in the forest and we're just out there jacking. I don't know if that's a good way for them to put that, but that's how they're doing it now. And there's a group of 4 of these dudes. And they get the hint that you're all looking to hire. The leader of their, little work crew comes up. Hey there, friends. My name is Choppin' Jack the Lumberjack. I heard you're looking for lumberjacks.
Need some people who are just excellent at jacking wood.
Yeah, man. You put us, axes in hands. We just walk out in that forest and start jacking. And before you know it, we got all the wood we could ever need in the entire world.
Sounds like exactly how much we need.
The joke was so bad
Bert's
that
had
Bert
enough of
left.
this.
God damn.
My food, eh?
I'm sorry, Bert. I didn't know my jacks were that bad.
And Gavin looks around for Mifune. He's like,
Wait, did I eat Mifune?
You might have.
I don't think so. I think maybe all this talk of jacking got him so excited he went into the woods himself because he wanted a big meaty hunk of wood in his hands.
Sure, that makes perfect sense. Did he go with somebody? Because there might be there might be big hunks of wood out there.
I think
got any of
typically,
this out.
maybe, his style of jacking might be the more solitary type. He works alone. He's a thief after all.
Yes.
You don't think jacking's like a group project, like something you want to do together? Like you just want to get in a nice big circle and just jack away?
Maybe, but that's a lot of work, and then you'd probably need a snack, and who likes to share a snack?
That's fair. I do, But it's fun, like, I could jack you could jack Fenlar could jack Powderfoot, and round we go. Like little partners.
It's teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
All right, so if we ever do hire on some soldiers, that's going to be part of their training regimen.
There you are, Bert.
Team building.
Were my jacking jokes that bad?
No, I'm just still working on a Raspberry Pi here. So
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, standard price. Like, listen. The other three, you know, they're good. We're all good. We're all really good when it comes to jacking together in the woods. But, I mean, like, if you can only hire one of us, I'd have you hire me. Or if you want to hire all four of us, we could do that too. Four copper a day.
Do we get like a group discount or
No. The important part is we don't charge you more. Because then if there were 5 of us, we would have to join the you know, Thunder Rift Jacking Union. And then we would have to start paying union dues. And, you know,
you'd have to
then
have,
the
like, breaks
prices.
and stuff.
Yeah, prices, we would have to charge you more. But the good thing is, you know, we would get better benefits.
There's benefits to jacking.
If you're in the Master Jacker Union. So, 4 or 1?
How much wood do we need, guys? Do we want to just go for it?
I say jack away.
Would not be opposed to it. Yes, absolutely. The more jacking, the better. Really.
The more jacking, the better. I was going to say something quite similar. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the first expansion of this stronghold clearly needs to be the jacking hall.
Right.
That's fantastic. Let's see, this was...
So if I get these 4 jackers together and they go out there and start jacking, then they can get some, you know, we can build some things to get stone and, like, you know, metals and things.
The real question is, who has the money to pay these jackers off when they're done with their work?
Right, that's a
Well, I
good
mean,
question.
we'd have quite a bit of money as it stands. I mean,
We simply have to steal it from other people. I mean, that's how this works, right?
well, why not?
Oh,
I've technically never actually stolen anything. I've just eaten people, and since their belongings are no longer accounted for, I've just recuperated them, you know, and repurposed them into my possessions.
sounds fair.
Liberated them.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they were just going to go to waste. That's just wasteful. I'm a conservationist.
So we'll pay these 4 chaps here to do all of our jacking. And then when we're tired of paying them to do that, then we can move on to harder things. Like stone and metal and such.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But it's a deal. You've hired on Choppin', Jack the Jacker, and the boys. 4 copper each a day. You give them the directions to the keep. We'll head over there and start jacking all the trees in the area. And when you come back, you can pay us. If you don't, we'll light the place on fire.
If any of the trees talk back or scream at you, chop them first. I am the player, now just remembering, we actually haven't explored the hex, like you were saying.
Uh-huh.
We don't actually know what's in there yet.
You know, to each their own. Some people are like, you know, if the trees talk or walk, don't hurt them. Other
No,
people
kill them first.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
good to
hurt-
know.
hurt
Don't
them
kill them
and-
first.
Hurt them in particular.
There's this one tree I came across, kept insisting that we were orcs, and we just chopped him right in half. He's like, no, my beard, and then he died.
Stupid
Okay.
tree.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Chopper, McJackerston, whatever your name is. I wasn't really listening. I'm gonna give you all 5 gold right now, and that's a bit of on top. That's a little bit of tip. I'm giving you some of the tip on top of it, you know?
Okay.
Because it normally wouldn't be that much, so I'm gonna give you that more. And yeah, you just go ahead there and start jacking. And then next month, someone else will pay for it, and it'll be easier anyway.
Okay.
But this month, I've got it. No problem.
Fantastic. We don't usually get paid up front. This is great.
Yeah, and if you run away with that money without doing you know what you're supposed to, I'm gonna eat your families.
Oh.
It's true.
Now, none of you
You may have just been
halflings-
paid off by a cannibal. You know,
Right.
that's a possibility.
Yeah,
Okay.
superhero I prefer. I normally, only eat the halflings, but I will make an exception for your families.
Okay. If we don't do what we're going to do, you're going to eat our families.
Yes. And if you don't have families, then
Or like them.
I'll like
Okay.
him.
That's my next question.
Right, then I'm just going to eat you.
Okay, that would be bad. Okay.
I know what you're thinking. Too. You look
Wait.
at me, you think, oh, he's not very big. He's very very small for his species, and that's true. And you're thinking, well, he probably doesn't have enough room in his belly for all of us. You would be mistaken. I'll have plenty room.
Okay,
Got
you
the appetite of a giant.
intimidate the fuck out of these lumberjacks. They head
Also-
off. Yeah.
Al is in charge. Well, technically, Kurge is in charge, but Al is like second in command. You can be third.
Okay, so we answer to Al.
Right, everyone's sort of just by default the way that, nature works is probably going to end up answering to Kurge, but, it's fine. Make him
Al
think
has
he's-
technically been there longer.
he's got seniority.
Right,
Yes.
right.
Okay.
Oh, and also wash that gold before you actually handle it.
Oh, okay. As he's,
Yeah.
they're all standing there with gold in their hands. We'll just get some hand sanitizer on the way out.
Just give it a squirt and rub it around.
Okay. Okay.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. All right. They take their leave. You've hired some lumberjacks to jack some lumber for you. Let's see. They each produce 2 units of wood per quarter day. Okay. Yeah.
So I've got them all paid for the month. They're
Yeah,
good to go.
I
I've
figured,
spent
yeah.
it. We're good to go. Yeah.
So what is that? So they each produce 4 units of wood a day. 4 times 4 is 12, and 12 times 30 is however much wood you're about to get a day. It's 4 times 4. No, that's 16, Jeff. You told me the wrong number. You told me the wrong number. All right. Yeah, math.
Nobody said there'd be math.
Yeah.
Right.
How many days are there in a month? Is it 28 or is it 30? Like, what do they do?
I was just
That I
going
don't
with
know.
30.
Yeah, that's what I did too. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it then. I got
Cool.
it taken care of.
It's 2 days in a month. They're actually quite expensive.
Cool.
All right. I guess we're going to Orlane then.
Cool.
We haven't got
Get
anything else to do.
back to traveling. So there's 2 ways to get to Orlane. Go ahead, Bert.
I was going to say, sure, you don't want to explore the hex around our place first?
I mean, we'd have to travel all the way back there, and then come back again. But
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the point. We haven't hit any of those hexes going to the place. So maybe we should make a safe corridor.
Yeah, you didn't, because it's... What is that?
Just a thought, since we're sending people there and all.
that's fair.
It would be a shame for all that jacking to go to waste.
So yeah, if you were to travel back there, you'd be looking at 2.5 day journey to get there. And what is that? 1, 2, 3, essentially 3 hexes to explore to clear the way. You want to do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. I don't want to spend a night here in Melvia first and
Sure.
get going.
So yeah, first day travel, road you've already been on, ended Edgewater again. Second day travel, about halfway through, get you to Torlin. So then we've got 3 hexes to explore. Why don't we go ahead and do that? I didn't want to do that.
All right. All right. I'll take the success.
I will push. There we go. Oh my God.
Wow, that's good.
Ooh.
All right. Let me check the thing real
A lot
quick.
of damage to your wits, though.
I think Fenlar's head just imploded.
Emotional damage. Yes.
I can see.
All right. So,
I hate camping so much.
okay. Okay. Everything's fine. Fine.
I like to think, did we bring the jackers with us, or did we send them out ahead of us and then we're just kind of following them?
I
don't
suppose
know.
if we're going back, it
I
makes
think we
sense
sent
that
them out,
go
then
with-
we slept, then we followed.
Yeah.
You know,
Just like sneaking up on them, just seeing what they're doing, just making sure, listening.
all right. First hex. No problem. Uneventful bit of travel. Let's roll that second hex.
Oh, thank God.
Let me see. I'll get the sheet open again. I had closed it for some reason.
There we go.
Yo. A
Nice.
success.
All right. So, second hex. As you're making it through, Finlar, you're the one doing the scouting. Which means that you're going to notice something as you're traveling through. You're all going along, maybe Bowdy and McGavin are still arguing about whether or not you should cook halflings, which is pretty regular. But Finlar,
I mean,
yeah?
not even like a sausage or something.
No, I mean, you can put it into sausage form if you want, but like, why do you want to apply heat to it? It's like ceviche. You can, come on. You could get the intestinal sac and just jam the meat inside of it if you want, and then you could like put it in your pack and eat it for later. But like, I mean,
But when you
freshness-
cook ceviche, it becomes salsa, which is a better form of ceviche.
oh my God, and Filny, I have no idea what you're talking about.
And through the argument, Finlar, you hear a very low, resonating song. Someone singing. It's a language you don't understand. It's a very melodic, very slow, almost peaceful sounding song.
I suppose I'll sneak up to see what kind of singing fool this is.
Is it a fox singing in the distance?
So you spend a
It's
few
getting an
minutes.
elbow drop.
You spend a little bit of time kind of tracking it. It's hard to follow because of it's got, like I said, this reverberation to it. It's very deep. Eventually, you come into the clearing where you're sure it is, and you leap out ready for action. And the clearing's empty. No signs of anything. But the music stopped as soon as you jumped. The singing stopped.
Right, strange singing person. Just wandering merchant. Traveling through with my sword of soul freezing.
No response.
And I'll run back. I'll run back to the park.
Sure. Yeah, you
Hoping
make
that
it back
there's
to
a
the...
mysterious singing in the woods, but nobody seems to want any trouble in the area.
Shame you couldn't see who was doing it.
I mean, you could go back and you could search the clearing a little more if you wanted, but you don't have to.
We absolutely could. Maybe they dropped something.
Maybe.
Secretly, we're actually almost encountered weights instead.
Shit.
Oh, no.
pretty close to home. We might want to make sure there's no, psychopathic, Pied Piper stuff out here or something.
Right.
That is
That won't
true.
be-
Oh yeah,
Gotta keep the
if they-
riffraff out.
Yeah.
what
God, I
if
hope
they
it's not
let
wits. I've only got one wits left.
What if he's a crusty juggler?
Destroy me.
What if they led our jackers astray?
Well,
A very real possibility.
Mm-hmm.
there's
Yes, if
nothing
they
worse than a stray jacket,
Hmm.
see some fellas jacking lumber in the woods. Yes.
Anyway, so the big question: Do
I'm
you-
open to searching.
go back and search.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whoever's going to do the searching. Give me a second. I'm trying to find a thing. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Go ahead. Whoever's doing the searching, just give me a scouting roll.
Both
Any
of us
of
do it
us?
for just one.
Whoever is in there searching.
I'll take a look.
One success at least.
There's one for me as well.
Okay, give me a second. Realize I forgot to put this handout in, so I'm loading it up now.
No, Fabadi, you just stay right there. Don't worry.
I'm
We'll
just
take
a little slow pulling things up. I'm. All right. I'll scout.
Cool.
I think I'll just be overwatching.
Let's see. So, it's between Conifer and McGavin. Shit. Which one of you? Actually, yeah.
Pretty simple. If it's something good, it happens to me. If it's something bad, it happens to Conifer. Right?
Can't argue with this logic.
Okay, McGavin.
Eh,
Must be something good.
he rolled a 4. I think it was just 1, 2, and 3, 4. The son of a bitch.
You're looking around, and you find something fresh in this clearing. It looks like it was left very recently. Let me find.
What kind of something? If it's feces and be I knew you were gonna do this, you son of a bitch. Well, that is run crusty turd. Very dark. I don't know. Whatever this is, I'll tell you. They are not healthy.
It's
They're
not very
healthy.
large, maybe like 3 to 4 inches long.
Imagine you took a braid of hair, like a really, really tight braid of hair, and then you charred it until it got nice and crusty. That's what I'm looking at right now. Yep. This is not good.
Sounds like you're
Anyway.
looking at it real close.
Well, I said I was searching, so I'm being thorough.
Does it taste like lumberjack?
Jeez.
McGavin will,
Please don't
Sniff.
clarify that.
he will sniff first. Is there any way through, olfactory senses and such, I might be able to identify things?
Why don't you give me
Oh, this is fresh. Oh, goodness.
very fresh. I can't believe I'm
Certainly
doing
isn't a
this. This is
Snickers
so,
bar.
So stupid. Give me an animal handling test.
Oh, wonderful. I am quite terrible at that. But I do have a goat named Chubbs, so I'm improving.
So one thing that you learned from your goat named Chubbs
Yes.
is that goats are very good at protecting things. Like you can use a goat and a flock of sheep to keep off predators. And you
Sure.
know for sure that Chubbs has chased off the turd of this particular predator before. This is in fact a fox turd.
That's it. Go ahead and I'll take an arrow and I jab it into both my eyes And I'll see you guys in a month or two when this campaign's over. I'm not here for this shit. I think
There
we've
ain't
got
portals we could just run into.
I know. Can I just cannonball into hell now? Can I just do that? I think we've just got a fox around here. If you see one, kill it. Don't ask it questions. Don't listen to what it has to say. Just kill it. Right? That's the important thing.
Wait, fox speak?
Some of them.
Is it like
Right.
a halfling in disguise? Is that what's going on here?
On a
If
scale of
that's
one,
what works for you.
yeah, on a scale of 1 to halfling, how bad are talking foxes?
What? 46 halflings. That's how bad they are.
I don't know. I mean, my grandma once told me that fox spirits become beautiful, beautiful creatures, but they eat you and kill you and get you. My grandfather said it was worth it, though. So I'm not sure.
Well, there's a lot to unpack in that statement there, Mifune. But bottom line, kill the fox. That's it. Like, there's two things I hate in this world: halflings and foxes.
In that
Yeah.
order, or
Sure. Anyway, if you see a fox, just kill it. If you see anything that might be a fox, kill it.
got it.
When have I ever steered any of you wrong? When have
Almost.
I ever?
Almost
I'm a
every.
very honest young man. You know, strange proclivities, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm very honest.
That's true. You've more than earned the benefit of the doubt in my book.
Oh, thank
Honesty
you.
is a strangeness in its own way these days.
Sure. Now we could hunt it down and kill it over and over again. Just kill it. Just make sure.
46 times, right? Is that the number I heard right?
It's sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I suppose I'll make a note to put a sign that says "Beware, singing fox."
Any of you good at singing?
No.
Any of you got a little performance in you?
Actually,
Might be
hold
able-
on a second. I think
Lure it out and then wham!
No.
Okay.
I know plenty of dirty limericks, but my performance is terrible.
Well, I mean, that'll be a fallback. We'll see if Mafone's got anything. If that doesn't work, you're on.
just noticing something. I think the character sheets dropped some information again from last time.
It's these things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had more experience than I've got ticked off there because I haven't spent anything yet.
Hang on a second.
It seems to depend on how you get to your character sheet. Right. Have you gone from like double clicking on your token, or have you gone from like the characters list? Because it seems
The
like they're-
characters list. So let me try it on the token. Where are my tokens?
Where is?
'cause somehow it seems like they're different.
You know what? Don't worry about it yet. I didn't spend it, so I'm not going to
Okay.
until after session. But I was actually thinking about buying a lot of performance.
I just on the scenes up top, Bert, I just loaded up Barracks Keep. Try
Double check
opening
mine.
up your character from there. Like, yeah, here I'm looking at your character sheet from Barracks Keep, and you've got 17 XP.
That's the one. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah. Okay, so what's the plan?
I suppose for now we just keep on moving.
Okay, let's do that last roll. Last hex of travel.
Some of us know what's going on here, and some of us don't. So I don't want to like totally ruin it.
Completely clueless. Just the way God intended.
Jake, you did. Good job. No, you didn't. Jake, roll your thing.
Oh, my thing?
Yeah, you're scouting.
Huh.
Keep watch.
Okay, there.
Do you want to push that?
Sure. I am broken.
But you still got a success also.
You still got the success. That is enough
see.
to get you to the keep. All right, you get there. Courage is standing guard. Al Timon, you can see he's working on cleaning and fixing up inside. He does have an arm in a sling and a bruise along one side of his face. But the jackers are nowhere to be seen, but you can see that, you know, there's a... Oh, snap. There's a Shideezy. Hey, Ashley.
Is there a swath of cut trees?
Yeah, you can see that they've been busy. There's trees cut down in the area. There's piles of lumber kind of off a little ways from the keep.
I would like to speak with the two senior most members of our work staff.
Sure, yeah. You call Courage and Al over.
Al, Courage, both of you are doing fantastic jobs. Have either of you seen, or perhaps the jackers have reported seeing or hearing a fox in the area?
Al is just, no, I haven't seen a fox or heard any singing. I mean, Courage sings every now and then, I think. Courage is like, oh, no fox. I didn't see any foxes, and I wasn't singing. That was just, you know, pinching a loaf.
Josh. Wait a second. What color loaf was it?
Well, usually, you know, like brown-ish.
Like
This one? No.
ish.
And McGavin reaches into his quiver and pulls out the hardened turds.
Oh,
Is this it?
What? That's not one of my turds. It's like one of my turds. Like, I've got like forearm turds. I eat healthy.
Oh, okay, I'll do something with this. Okay, now, new rule.
I'll take it.
But I want to make sure everyone understands something here. There is not to be a single fox left living within, I don't know, I don't really understand distance. Let's say 10 miles of our place. If anyone sees a fox, you kill a fox. You don't befriend the fox. You don't say, oh, isn't that a cute little fox? You kill it. And whoever kills the most every month is going to get a little bonus from old Uncle McGavin. Okay?
Courage is like, oh, I like killing. I like
Well,
bonuses.
Right.
What's a fox?
It's like a dog, but,
Okay.
you know, on some
Courage immediately
kind of...
files away dog.
But with a way bit more energy and not quite as big.
Small dog. Lots of energy.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah.
Gonna come back to just tons of chihuahuas on the spikes.
Yeah, like if you go to the village and you
Impaled.
see someone with a dog, don't kill their dog.
Normally
But you
I
just
wouldn't
said-
be in favor. What?
McGavin just said to kill it, and you're saying not to.
Don't kill
Don't
them.
listen to him.
Hey,
Don't
as
listen to
Weepy, thanks for that follow.
Like dogs, not actual dogs.
Wait,
Yeah.
you said foxes are small dogs that are energetic.
Exactly.
Okay.
But they wear black socks. Keep that in mind.
Dogs and socks.
Mm-mm. You see a dog with black socks, kill that dog.
Red and black.
Red and black socks. All right, I got you.
And if you
Deal.
hear any singing at all, other than your own, of course, if you hear
Okay.
any singing, find who's singing and bash their faces in
Oh.
until they can't sing no more.
Nice. All
Don't
right.
lumberjacks sing when they're jacking?
Well, I said other than our own, like
Okay.
the staff can sing, but aside from
Okay.
that, just right.
So Al and the Jackers can sing, and you all can sing, and I can sing. But if anyone else
Exactly.
sings,
Right.
bash their face in.
You got it.
Got it. And if I see a dog wearing red and black socks, a small dog wearing red and black socks with lots of energy, kill it.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. If that's what gets you to the goal, I'm okay with it. It's worth it.
Okay. I can handle this. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, we'll just come up with like a kill list for you, and we'll just give it to you whenever we come back.
I can handle that. All right. Cool. Cool.
The do punch list, the do kill list.
Okay. Everything's coming up, Kurch. All
Sorry we shot you when we met you.
And shit happens. So yeah, you all rest up for the night, recover your broken stats, and then you're free to set back out. I'm gonna have to start like keeping track of days and shit. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've just started keeping tally marks here.
I'm gonna draw.
Although I don't know how exactly to control for the cost of people meat for Courage, but I'm just going to assume he's got that covered.
Okay. Yeah. So next day you head back out. We fast travel back over to Melanair. You're ready to set out for Orlane. So the question, there's two routes you could use to get to Orlane. Option one, I'm gonna draw a red line, is to, travel up and around the swamp. Option two is to cut right through the swamp. Which would you prefer?
Well, we haven't actually looked at any of the swamp yet. There might be some fantastic things in the swamp.
Imagine
Hey,
if we
let's do it,
clear the
you-
path through the swamp, we could maybe establish a trade route.
There may also just be swamp in the swamp.
Be singing foxes in the swamp.
God, I hope not.
He's convincing these darts to go through the goddamn swamp.
We can find giant lizards that we can turn into fashionable shoes. I've always wanted fashionable shoes.
What about coats? Jeans even.
Right. Well, one thing's for sure. Before we go whichever way we're going, when we're in the city, Finlar, we need to get some armor on you, son.
Oh, yes. And maybe a helmet for my thinking cap.
Cool.
All right, then.
What kind of armor are you gonna buy him?
I was probably gonna buy some armor too. Just some studded leather or something.
Yeah, it's in the items. It's under, what is it? Gear, core game gear, shields
Shields
and
and
armor. Yeah.
Gotta try and protect myself from arrows on my backside a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, prices are in there, I think. No, they're not. Fuck.
No, yeah, they are.
24
Craft and supply
Okay.
tab.
Cool, yeah. So yeah, buy your armor, throw it on your character. They'll have whatever you need. We ready to continue
some-
on?
I'll get some studded leather armor.
Okay. Which hex are we taking first?
I'm good either way.
You all honestly want to cut through the damn swamp.
I mean,
Again.
I don't care.
Let's just go right for it. Find those lizards so Mifune can get his boots. And everyone's happy.
Sure.
Well, everyone's happy.
Well,
Okay.
I will admit killing those lizard people was fun. They probably would look pretty decent made into some boots.
Mm-hmm.
I could use a new loincloth that might have some scales on it. Like one. I'd go with me buckle.
All right. So, players, let's do our scouting and lead the way or whatever it is. Those of you who are going to be looking for lizards to make into boots, go ahead and roll the, it's survival for find prey.
Oh my god.
Jake. What you doing about
I
Jake?
can't see any lizards.
Now, here's the thing, Jake. I see, or was that the previous? Okay.
I see nothing, but I'm not going to push that.
Okay. Anyone else lizard hunting?
We hunting?
Mufune was out hunt for crocodile.
I'll lend him a hand.
Yeah, give me a
Sure.
survival for find prey.
Okay. I'll suck at that, but I'll try. Like I said, I'll suck at it. I'll push. Why not?
Okay.
Aye,
That's
with my
That's
oh,
dull.
He
got
stepped
the
in a
worst
crocodile.
Oh, I think something bit me in the head. Oh,
I'm gonna go fishing for crocodiles because I have no clue how swamps work.
Okay.
I just ate them.
All right. Give me that survival for fishing.
Oh,
There are no creatures in this swamp for us.
I hate swamps.
Damn these safe swamps.
All right. I need to hit this button and that button. You all hear a hard splash as Forbowdy broke off to go fishing for crocodiles. And as you come running over, you see your dwarf friend in heavy armor. He was... Forbowdy, you walked out on a log, trying to hunt with your axe for crocodiles in the water.
As you do.
And it broke underneath you, and you crash into the water. As you're slowly sinking into the muck, your armor's weighing you down.
no, no!
McGavin
gonna try and-
will take out a grappling hook from his quiver.
Yeah.
And will like go running and dive down into the water. Hopefully having remembered to leave the other end of the rope behind up on the surface. But it's 50-50 because he's so concerned.
Go ahead and roll me a d6 on a 1, 2, and 3 you forgot.
Okay.
You did
I'll
remember.
get it.
Yeah.
I handed it to like Finlay or something. I'm like, oh, this.
Like
I'll do a dive and I'll grab it.
As, McGavin, you dive in. You're fighting to get Forbowdy out. Forbowdy, your feet are sinking into this muck. Why don't we do, Forbowdy, you're going to give me a might test. You get to add a 1. We'll call it a 2 for McGavin helping you out.
Okay. Might
I
with
hope-
plus 3.
I hook the grappling hook into your big old fat metal covered belly.
Right onto the codpiece.
Onto the codpiece.
That's
no.
just the safest place to put it.
I hate the swamp so damn much.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a struggle. Takes maybe 20 minutes, but eventually you all work together to fish Forbowdy out. Forbowdy, your boots are just full of muck and mud. Like every time you step, it just squirts up like wet mud, like up and out of the seams of like your boots. You're soaked. It's rough.
I just cleaned my beard.
It's muddy now. Okay. Well, that was our first hex. Which one are we moving to next?
Let's see.
That one?
You want to go up or down?
We'll go that
Yeah,
one.
let's just go straight to the side.
All right, give me them rolls.
All right.
So many dice. Lead the way. Good. Good.
My God. I'm gonna.
You're gonna kill yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Keeping
Oh
watch.
my gosh.
This is just
You
not
know-
meant for you today.
I'm beginning to realize that spy glasses are not that handy in wooded areas.
So, before you all realize it, you're trudging your way through the swamp trying to find the best path, keeping you out of the muck. And you realize you wandered into like this clearing. And we'll say, we're gonna go with Mifune. You notice first as you look up and you realize hanging from these tall willow trees are these large mossy cocoons. Like imagine like those like caterpillar moth cocoons that you see or whatever they are where it's just like the pine leaves are just stuck to it and it looks shaggy, like those things, just big, like 4 or 5 feet long, a handful of feet around. And there's maybe 7 or 8 you see in this clearing hanging from the trees.
Any idea what they might be? From what creature?
You could give me a well, we're gonna call it a wits-based test, I think. Let me look and see what skills best.
I do got some lore.
Lore or survival, either one of those would be acceptable.
If we're allowed to have multiple people roll on
If
this.
you want to do a lore test, yeah, that's fine.
I have no idea what it is.
Maybe I do.
So yeah, looking up,
Good learn. Nice.
you succeed on your lore test, so I will give you this, that you have 100% absolutely positively no idea. You have never come across something before in the natural world that looks like these.
Perfect.
Like I said, it looks like a cocoon, but they're too big.
Something new, everyone.
Oh, do you think we could sell these?
Maybe we should just get ready to shoot them.
That means there's
That's not a
something
bad
inside of it ready to change. I say we kill them before they finish turning into whatever they're turning into.
Oh,
There's
they could
nothing
be like
good is born in
wasps'
this swamp.
nests. They're so disturbing. Them could release large insects.
Maybe we just cautiously move by. You know, like ready to shoot at them, but like they don't move, then we don't do anything.
I am in favor of this.
All right, that's fine.
So you all cautiously move past, trying not to disturb them. They're up a ways. Maybe the lowest, the bottom points on them are hitting like that 6 foot off the ground mark. So they're up a decent way in these trees. As you continue moving, you keep seeing them here and there. They're not as dense as they were in that one clearing, but you keep seeing them in the trees, some closer to the path that you're working on, some a little farther off the path. But yeah, they're there. They don't seem to be moving, but you move past them without disturbing them, and nothing happens. It's very creepy, but uneventful.
None of them are speaking or anything, right?
No? Uh-uh.
No singing.
None. Eventually, though. Yeah.
Carefully take one down and maybe cut into it just to,
Maybe-
educate ourselves.
It's like wait till we get to like the part where the sparsest, perhaps.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, if you keep your eyes open for this, you find one along where you're walking where you don't see any others in eyesight. So it looks like you've got one that's solitary, alone. It's hanging a little lower than some of the other ones, but like the bottom of it's, maybe 5 feet off the ground.
You think you could shoot it down, McGap?
I think of course I can.
And I will tap into my pride because
Yeah.
I want to make sure this hits. If that's okay.
Yeah, that's absolutely okay.
So let me roll it. So I'm assuming it's just going to be a longbow attack.
Yeah.
Okay. And then on top of that,
Oh
here's
yeah.
my thing.
Holy
shit.
crap.
Jesus.
Okay. 9 successes. Is that enough?
That is way more than enough.
So I'm just looking at Fenlar while I do it. Well, can I hit do you just not know me?
Yeah,
I'll
you
do
shut
things
your
I can do.
eyes.
I eat things and I shoot things. That's it. That's all I got. That's me.
you hit the bit of what looks like almost like cord hanging. That's it. It's hanging from, and it drops and just kind of hits the soft ground with a thump, kind of crumples and then flops out, lying out straight. So this thing, this cocoon, this pod is lying on the ground now. It's not moving. Didn't seem to have any reaction to it being cut down. As you kind of move up, and you can see that the cord that it was hanging from, that's the first thing you'll notice, is kind of poking out like the stem off like the top of a pear or apple or some shit. But it's made out of like hand woven rope. It's old, it's yellow, but it looks like rope. Like it's got that braid and twist onto it. And where it was hit with the arrow, you can see it kind of unwrapped a little bit.
Peculiar.
What do y'all want to
Well,
do?
I suppose I'll tear into this thing and see what we got inside.
Sure. It's as you go to like pull it open, it puts up a lot of resistance, but eventually you take your dagger out and you kind of start a hole. And it's this weird kind of sticky, almost like resin, adhering all of this like dead foliage, and you can see feathers stuck to it here and there. But be right below that, it's like almost like a leathery pouch as you cut and start pulling it open. And eventually you get maybe a foot of it or so open, and you can see a foot inside there. You continue.
Like a dude's foot.
Yeah.
Sure. I like soul food.
Shit. Nice. Nice. Yeah, you zip your knife along the rest of it, and there is a body inside. Looks slightly desiccated. You can tell it's shriveled. Looks to be missing the skin. And as you kind of, pull the bag open, so the body kind of relaxes without the tension of this pouch holding it. You can see that the eyes in the mouth, in the chest have all been sewn up, like someone has sewn the mouth and the eyes, and like someone cut open the chest cavity and sewed it back up.
Hey, everybody, take a look at this.
Would do it.
I think we found not creatures, but just a singular sick fuck who kills people and does this to them.
Well said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You think it's another fox?
Be.
My understanding of foxes is that they're not good at sewing. So
No thumbs.
this it. Now, Fenlar, would the stitches look like something, that look like precise, like someone's doing like needle and thread stuff, or are we talking like, spidery stuff?
It looks precise, like needle and
Yeah,
thread
this-
stuff.
Okay,
This
so
looks
it's like
willful,
okay.
intentional.
Okay.
Are there any
Well-
known disappearances in the swamp?
The swamps are rumored to be dangerous. Generally, people kind of don't go in there.
I wonder why.
Yeah, but usually it's all credit to wildlife. Poisonous snakes,
Not
spiders,
serial killers.
crocodiles, not this.
Well, if nothing else, you've got to respect the work ethic. That's been a lot of bodies we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, should. It's either one very dedicated man, in which case, sure, a little respect is warranted, or it's just a whole bunch of people, in which case, like,
Oh, yeah.
what are they even doing? Why?
Are they making like Edgar suits?
You know, now
You
that
know.
you think about it, Finlar, that pouch you cut through, what's kind of leather like? This dude is missing his skin.
Yeah, I'll try to peel back the first layer of the cocoon some, and then try to separate. You know, I'm just gonna try to peel this thing like a banana.
Okay. Yeah. It's definitely it's leathery. It's nowhere near as thick as like a cow's hide. You know, I don't think you're necessarily experienced at making people leather, but wouldn't be a big
Or
jump.
is he?
Or is he?
No, more lying.
Mm.
I mean, yes, he's very experienced at it.
Fine purveyor of people leather and people leather accessories.
Yeah.
So I thought the mouth
Don't
and
ask what the
stuff-
coin pouch is made from.
Oh god.
So like everything's like stitched up. What's beneath the stitches? Is there anything inside of them?
Bees.
That's a great question. I will examine. I'll try to cut open the chest cavity first.
Sure. You carefully start cutting these stitches, holding like the abdominal and chest cavity. And as you do and you pull it open, it's stuffed with sawdust.
I like this less and less.
I look around to see if there is a trail or any tracks.
Yeah, go ahead and give
whoever-
me a survival test for this. Yeah, you find.
One.
Initially, you would think it's like a game trail, but then you can see that there's been clear signs of someone like cutting underbrush and branches away. Very narrow, very singular, kind of snakes towards the west a ways from where you are, almost in parallel with the path that you guys were blazing yourself.
So more like heading towards this hex.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, shall we continue on? And if we find a serial killer, kill him before he kills us?
I mean, there's still the bounty for scalps for bandits, and you know, these are body bandits. So
Maybe we can double down on this.
You know, now that I think of it, how intact is the scalp on this guy?
It's not. It's like I said, the body's been skinned. So it's just
Well, I
the
tried.
fatty abdominal kind of muscles that have been sewn up. And like for the eyes, it's not eyelids. It's like the meat kind of down the forehead and up the cheeks that they've sewn to close up the eye cavities.
Just to make sure, I'll cut open one of the eyes just to make sure it's also full of sawdust.
It's not.
Ooh.
A very crusty wad of fur or hair just completely packed in there.
Gosh, I hate to say it, but we probably need to cut the mouth open too.
Yes, let's get to the bottom of this mystery.
Sure.
Anybody have a hammer I could use?
I hand you my frying pan.
Perfect, thank you. And I'll crack the skull so I can peel out.
So yeah, you crack the skull. Now as you do so, the brain cavity is empty. Like that's been drained somehow. But as you kind of pull the mouth open, looks like the teeth were all removed, probably aggressively, judging by kind of the damage. But the big thing is the mouth is completely packed full of fish scales.
It's just bizarre. Would I be able to make a lore check on some sort of messed up magic or something like that this may be related to?
Sure, it
or-
is going to be tough.
Yeah. Some sort of ritual.
Usually I would call for 3, but seeing as you are versed in the magical arts, I'll say I want 2 successes for this to pull anything.
Okay, do it.
You pull 3. Yeah, you've heard of some practitioner of darker arts. Some practitioners of darker arts will often preserve and befoul bodies in this for use either in dark rituals or to save them for animation later. Very much it's associated with the classic like child stories of like witches in the deep woods and dark places that, you know, kidnap children and stuff like that.
Sounds terrible. What are we going to Orlane for?
Missing merchant.
Okay, see that these are probably unrelated.
Oh, shit. That's a quite possibility, yes.
Oh, we could take this body back and say, hey, we found your missing merchant. There we go.
You've got a
Doesn't matter.
real psycho in the woods there.
As a matter of fact, we found like 30 missing merchants.
That's not a bad idea. Also, robbing a witch wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah,
Or hiring one.
Maybe we deal with the dangery things, then come back for the bodies
Grandma
before
warned
we
me away
join
from
them.
witches, saying they turn you
Just
into
get out of
newts.
this.
The frogs, the pigs, they'd use your entrails for bizarre concoctions. Grandfather
Wait, could they
said
turn you into a
worth
singing
it.
fox? Because if so, we have to kill this witch immediately.
Or we need to just get the hell out of this bloody swamp.
Yep, that one.
You know, I'm not opposed to that idea. Let's go.
Okay, do you backtrack or do you push forward? You're same distance either way at this point.
Well, if these tracks are heading to the west of us, I'd say we move southwest.
Sure.
Down this way.
All right, let's do that test.
Oh, thank God.
You both did good.
Yay!
Eventually, the further southwest you get, the fewer and fewer of these body cocoons you see. The rest of the journey through the swamp is uneventful, and eventually you finally break into the dry lands, the plains that kind of separate those western woods from the swamp. You can see the village of Orlane in the distance. You all make it. You find yourself approaching Orlane. You see there's some groves of trees here and there outside of it. Looks like your standard kind of farming community. You can see, as you approach up, a couple larger buildings inside, maybe a temple kind of on the outer edge of the village. But you kind of come in on the main road. And let me go ahead and let's just hop over here. Actually, since you're coming in this direction, I'll move that over there. And this is the village of Orlane.
Great.
Just
Not like cocoons of people in the village, is there?
There's not. It's daytime. You see occasionally, like you've got some farms out on these outer edges. You can see maybe some people here and there working the fields. You can see no signs of like farm animals. But kind of as you're coming in, you can see right off the bat, a couple farm buildings, some houses. Here you see a large building looks like a tavern maybe, but it's run down and all the windows are boarded up.
Heading there.
To the north, you can see a large walled-off temple. What do y'all want to do?
Maybe we
I'm
find
getting
that.
some beer.
Yeah, find that tavern.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you head up. It's marked as 16 on the map there. Let me make sure I tell you the right words. Where are we at? Oh, go further up. Yeah. Yeah, this big building, like I said, looks like it might have been an inn or a tavern. Doors and windows are boarded up. There is a sign, like the grass around it hasn't been trimmed. All the other kind of areas, houses in there, it looks like they've had some upkeep, but it's got weeds growing around the front porch. You can see that there's a sign lying on the ground. You can see the chains, the rusty chains, where it was probably hanging at some point up along the top of this porch. See the roof as you approach, it's got all these gaps and holes in it. Looks like it's been abandoned for a while. Kind of as you're moving up to it, looking down the street, you get a feeling that maybe the further down the road might be a little more populous. But yeah, you're standing in front of what looks like this old abandoned tavern with a sign hanging in front of it, or in the ground in front of it.
What does the sign say?
Yeah, you go up, flip it over. It's faded, but it says Foaming Mug Inn.
This is the place. Kick the door in.
Yeah,
Should
you
be
go
at
up.
least.
You boot the door. You look inside. It's gloomy, musty, dusty. Hasn't seen use in a while. But there's this really funky smell in the air, like this rot almost, or sewage, something along, like just disgusting. You can see that the furniture is still in here, but it's been smashed to bits. And as you kind of move in, your eyes adjust to the darkness a little bit. You can see kind of scarring and stains on the walls and the floors. Looking towards the back, there's the old barn. You still see some bottles on the wall back behind the bar that are intact, covered in dust. And you can see there's stairs going down and stairs going up.
Old booze isn't necessarily bad booze.
Well,
Okay, yeah, you move behind it. You look, old bottles of wine, old bottles of hard liquor. You can also see that there's broken glass back behind the bar, and kind of scattered throughout the room, like some of these bottles were broken. But the ones you find back there, some of them doesn't look like they were stoppered up when this place was abandoned, and they've dried out. You can see like the remains of old dead fruit flies in it. But you do find like 3 or 4 bottles, like a bottle of wine and like 3 bottles of some very old, cheap whiskey. Still stoppered up. Fluid inside still looks the right color.
does it look like there's been a combat here, or just like
Looking at
it's been
you,
abandoned and
I'm guessing that Mifune's probably seen more than his fair share of bar fights. Yeah, this looks like a tavern that's seen some combat. And as you're kind of thinking that over, looking at some of these stains on the floor, old, brownish, probably blood stains.
I guess the
Okay.
question is, does it seem excessive?
No, too old. It's not peanut butter whiskey. They didn't invent
too
that
bad.
yet.
it's just too bad.
See, listen, Too Old and I were talking at lunch today, and I brought up Screwball, and I'm like, peanut butter whiskey, it's delicious. And Too Old and our other friend that we were having lunch with, like, they're like, that sounds disgusting. But everyone here will back me up that it's delicious.
Mixed with cranberry juice, it's peanut butter jelly.
It's peanut butter
Yeah.
jelly.
Oh my god.
I can confirm.
See?
It's pretty good.
See? But yeah, it
Stuff
seems
you do after
excessive.
drinking peanut butter jelly. I can't speak for with any responsibility.
Yeah. It does seem this is more than just a bar fight. This looks like there's markings of weapons. Yeah, looks more akin to like some kind of massacre than a bar fight.
But no bodies.
No.
Not on this floor.
All right. Well, let's have some of that whiskey.
Yeah.
And then we can explore.
Right.
Pop it open. Still good. Still packs a punch. In fact, maybe it's a little stronger since it's been setting all this time. Yeah. Here on this main floor, there's you can see a door behind the bar, probably leading to whatever kitchen or maybe the apartment of the former bar owner. Stairs going down. They're rough, looks like cellar. But the stairs going up, there's a big, nice banister. They look like they were good craftsmanship. Probably while this thing was in operation, the rooms of it being like an inn were upstairs. As you kind of look up in the ceiling, you can see that some of the flooring, it's, you know, you got the runners with the floor from above built on top of it. You can see some spots here and there where it's either rotted through or, you know, something happened. You can see spots here and there. You can actually kind of see up a little bit. You can see some light coming through from the holes in the roof. But if you want to head up, you can walk up the stairs, no problem.
No, I'll go up first, but I'm not going to walk up the center of the stairs. I'm going to kind of stay towards an edge where there's more support, just in case anything gives way.
It's a good thing that you do, because these stairs have a lot of give to them. And you can see a handful of them kind of towards the center look like they probably got rot, probably from moisture or something like that. And you can feel the wood just kind of has that sponginess to it as you move up. So yeah, if you weren't walking along the side, you got a good feeling that you probably would have fell right through. As you make it up to the top, you can see it opens up into a small, like, common room. You can see the remains of furniture up here. This furniture isn't broken to bits like it is downstairs. Some old chairs kind of setting around a fireplace. And in the back of this kind of setting room, there's a hallway you can see with doors on the left and the right. Looks like they were the rooms that people would stay in. The doors are all open. And they all look like they open into the rooms, but you can see kind of light filtering down from the holes in the roof. And every now and then there's holes in the floor you kind of have to navigate around, as you can see, into the floor, the main floor below.
Well, I guess I'll go up just following his footsteps.
Okay. So, you're muted.
Fine, plan
Oh,
clenched.
you're not. Okay. Yeah. You got your pan. So, Conifer, you follow up behind him. You other three, you staying down there, checking out the cellar, or are you coming upstairs?
Does the smell seem worse?
It doesn't,
better
no.
up here?
Doesn't seem as bad up here.
All right, so whatever bad is probably at the cellar then.
I
Yeah, I'm
might
gonna
stay
chug
at the
some
ground
whiskey,
level.
warm up my hands, and grab my sword. Get ready to go.
Just in case there's anything else in the town that saw us come in here, maybe just have it at least set up eyes on the ground floor. It couldn't hurt.
Okay. So you're gonna stay on the ground floor?
It's a good point. I'll be over by the stairs, ready to go up or stay down. If
Okay.
necessary.
With that, McGavin, why don't you go ahead and give me a scouting test?
Oh. No, thank you.
Okay.
No, I got it. We haven't
Can't see it. It's not there.
rested.
No, well, perfectly safe. Not even God
So-
himself.
You do actually. You do hear something downstairs, like a creak or a shift.
Just the wind.
But yeah, you don't make out any other details to it other than you hear something.
I'll mention it.
Hey, Bobody.
Yeah, what's up?
There's something cracking in the cellar.
Oh, ooh, I'm gonna take one of the glasses that's not broken. Put it there. Kind of help me hear better.
Sure.
Put it up against.
Give me a scouting test.
All right.
Yeah. As you take one of the non-broken glasses, put it to the floor, put your ear on it. It almost like it's like whispering, but it's very, very low. Of course, it's a whisper and very harsh. But it's got these long, kind of like hissing, drawn-out tones to it. You can't make out any speech, but with that success, you're figuring there's at least 2, maybe 3 somethings down there trying to be quiet but whispering amongst themselves.
I think we get some more of those lizard bastards down there. Something hissing and whispering.
We should get Mifune then. He'll want those shoes.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
McKeefer Sutherland yell whisper.
Fune will turn around and say, "What? Why are you talking so quietly for?"
We know where you can get some shoes.
Definitely not in the cellar, because there's nothing down there at all. We're just sitting up here, drinking whiskey, not a care in the world. Right, now I got him, Forebody.
So, Conifer and Mifune, what do you do with this news?
Do we go back down for definitely nothing in the cellar?
Kind of creep back down, reverse my footsteps.
You all reconvene. Now, one thing I'll definitely point out that I should have mentioned is that McGavin, as you're kind of standing by the stairs, kind of close to the cellar going down, that smell was definitely stronger. But we are at time. So we can find out what the fuck's going on in the cellar next week.
Dang.
Yeah. So let's do some end of session questions. Did you participate? You get a point. Did you travel through at least one hex? Yeah. Discover a new adventure site? You discovered Orlane, so that's a yeah. Did you defeat one or more monsters? I don't think we had combat, did we? No? Oh, okay. Did you find any treasure worth at least 1 gold or more?
How much was that turd worth?
Priceless.
Currently, Al just kind of tossed it out the window after you gave it to him, so right now it's nothing.
All right.
Damn.
I tried.
Did you build a function of your stronghold? No, but you have started the groundwork to get something built. Did you activate your pride? McGavin, that's a yeah. I am going to change this because we're not using dark secrets. We're going to change it. Did you do something to antagonize
Conifer.
your rival?
Dog this episode.
Can that be retroactive? Can I just get like tons of XP?
8,000 XP.
I have all the abilities now.
All of them. Did anyone risk their life for another PC? McGavin, you get this.
For my best friend, Forebody.
Yeah, he did fall in the swamp.
And
Stupid swamp.
did anyone perform an extraordinary action of some kind?
epic failing.
It was a really big piece of poop I picked up.
But it was an
Negative experience.
extraordinarily large piece of poop.
It was not so much. It was an extraordinary because of its size, but if its color scheme was particularly extraordinary. I think someone's very unhealthy.
We touched the turd of a singing fox.
Oh, yep.
That is beyond the ordinary.
That's
That
great.
is indeed.
Nice. Yeah, that's right, Melissa. And I'm still slightly ashamed of myself that I put that up on the stream.
Everyone saw it. Oh God.
Yeah. After you got a look at it, and then Dan started asking about it, so I showed it to Dan. I'm
Oh,
like, I'm just going to
God.
show it to everyone. So yeah, stream got to see that too. In fact,
Fantastic.
where's-
Just run it back again.
yeah, let's just bring it back.
Absolutely. I think that image encapsulates perfectly this campaign so far. It is magic.
There
Magic.
we go.
That is no ordinary.
Merry Christmas, everyone. All right, let's do some closing plugs and get out of here. Bert, you got anything happening this week, or are you still dead in the water?
Still dead in the water. Probably getting a laptop in tomorrow, which means we'll be able to do the Goodman stream.
Okay.
Tracking says you get here tomorrow, so it should be good.
Cool.
And likely not in time to do my Friday stream, but Sunday we'll be doing some Boot Hill 3rd edition.
I like that, Melissa. No one. Silent. Chuck, let's show poop again.
I mean,
Perfect.
Yeah.
we're giving them what they want.
Someone wants to see that, I think. Jeff, what you got going?
Traveler. We did our character creation last Friday. We're starting up our adventure on Friday this week. So that should be fun. Saturday we're doing One Ring 2nd Edition, doing some downtime stuff. And Monday we're back to Deadlands. You can see a couple of faces here in that game as we continue our Blood Drive campaign.
There we go. And in case anyone missed the session 0, there's the link to it right there, because that's Traveler's got some crazy character creation.
Really fun. It's
Yeah.
like its own little game itself. No one died, but people went to prison.
Nice. Jeremy, what do you want to talk about?
I'd love to talk about check out Aaron Reese on Patreon. Comic books, RPG assets, maps, good stuff.
Yeah, get all sorts of goodies there. And then for Defenders this week, if you come back tomorrow at 9:30, we're doing Curse of Strahd. You come back Saturday at 10, we're doing Shadowrun. And then, yeah, we'll be hanging out with Bert over on Goodman Games Official, 9 o'clock on Saturday for some weird frontiers. Yeah. I don't know. That's all I fucking got. So, enjoy that image of fox poop. And until we see you again, start fires, do drugs, and kill singing foxes on sight. Deuces.
Wear fashionable shoes.